Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rinala Sabia Biseti. I am from Senior High School 8 Malang. Today I am gonna be one of negative speaker of today's debate session. First, before I start to deliver my argument, I gonna define it a little bit. That House will oblige the awardee of government scholarship to work for government. But I, as one of the negative speaker, wouldn't agree about this motion. Because, first, Indonesia have lack of facility. Also, sometimes by living in Indonesia mean we need to spend more money to live in Indonesia than live in other country. But why is that? First, for education, other country have program where student doesn't need to pay at all for their education. But sometimes in Indonesia we still need to pay for education and for living costs. Also, by not going back to Indonesia doesn't mean that they'll never go back at all. They probably want to make their career abroad because, as we know, Indonesia have less of human resources and facilities than abroad. So they'll get more opportunities on abroad than in Indonesia. In line with my argument, Mr. Dani Kusumo, education expert, in his interview with CNN also said that by living abroad doesn't mean that they're not Indonesian anymore. And for some people, living in Indonesia can be a problem because their majors doesn't have an available job in Indonesia, which means they need to live in other country so they can living in their dream job. And the point of my argument today is that by living in other country doesn't mean that they're not Indonesian anymore. Doesn't mean that they betray us Indonesian people. It just means that they want to go to search for another opportunities for job, living their dream life. Thank you for listening for my argument today. That's all of my argument. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.